Now, what we're talking about here, sales not being a numbers game. Yes, we measure statistics. Yes, we measure the numbers, and that's important because the statistics and the data matter. But the statistics and the data are a product of what we do, the activities. But so sales is not really a numbers game, and people seem to think that it is. It's just, you play out the numbers, it's the law of averages, so forth and so on, and that's not really true. So let's talk about specifically what do I mean by that. Well, revenues versus profits. Revenues are vanity and profits are sanity. You need to keep what you make. Now, top line revenue is important, and that's what sales drives. But sales has to drive the right mix of revenue, the right mix of business to get you the right results. And you got to make sure that your salespeople are on task, on price book, to get you the right margins. Otherwise, you could basically die by 1,000 paper cuts, meaning the more you sell, the more you could end up hemorrhaging and bleeding out if you sell the wrong mix of business, if you sell the wrong price mix of business. So revenues are important, but we got to drive profits because profits are where the sanity is. Revenues are vanity, meaning if the only lever you have in your cockpit is to go faster, that's a problem. Sometimes you've got to adjust the flaps, you've got to adjust the wings, you've got to adjust your speed, you've got to adjust your altimeter, so forth and so on. And sales is the same way. So let's talk about some of the details that I'm focusing in on here. The problem is that most salespeople focus on winning, meaning if we measure sales and we're measuring results, we're measuring outcomes. The more sales, the more successful is the way most people look at this. The problem with that is focusing on that objective does not get you that result. In fact, quite frankly, today, more than ever, if you focus in on that intent, that objective of trying to sell more, you end up driving customers away. Customers want to do business with people who are looking out for their best interest, not for the company's best interest or for the salesperson's best interest. They want to do business with somebody who's going to focus on their best interest. And so your intent has to match that. And if your intent is right, and then you can get better results. So we don't want to focus on winning.